Hey guys, welcome back to Logan Math. Today I'll just briefly be discussing what I think should be the next few Zelda games coming up. I would like to personally see some of these other games made. I don't obviously plan on Nintendo listening to this or anything like that, but I would like some of these ideas to come to light. So yeah, I'll just be talking about a few of them. The first one that came to my mind would be the Zelda, an actual Legend of Zelda game with playable Zelda. I mean fully playable. Preferably, I would like it, and there's like a time sequence where I think would be perfect. So in Ocarina of Time, there's a part where Zelda rides away with Impa to escape from Ganondorf, and so when they do leave, 7 years go by between that time when Link draws the Master Sword. He basically is sent into a coma for 7 years. In those 7 years, Zelda trains and becomes Sheik. So I'd like to see kind of the training in between that, see her go through how she becomes training, the difficulty she goes through. Maybe she even goes through some dungeons. I could see like similar ways she could fight alongside Zelda, but mainly doesn't fight offensively, like mainly with like a sword or shield. Maybe she does some defensive tactics, maybe more puzzles are involved with her dungeons because she's got the Curse of Wisdom. So obviously she's, I would think, a bit smarter than Link, and could, instead of just using muscle, sometimes she would use other techniques and stuff to get through dungeons. It would be cool to see what that happens, even maybe playing alongside with Impa. And maybe we get intro scenes into like later where we see, I believe Zelda does save Ruto, if I'm correct, before the Water Temple. So maybe we see Zelda doing that, maybe that's one of the missions. Something along those lines. I know we've had Link mainly playable in the whole series, and I really don't want like a girl Link like Linkle. I just want, actually Zelda. Zelda is, I think, a character who isn't playable as much. I know she was playable, I believe, in Spirit Tracks, but besides that, she's really not a playable character, and she's the main part of the series. So I feel like having a playable Zelda game with mainly Zelda, having here and there with Link, that would be cool. But besides that, I would love to see that kind of game, or taking place in another part of time, but mainly her becoming Sheik would be really cool. Sheik is considered one of the coolest, characters in the Legend of Zelda series, along with Link. So I'd like to kind of see that happen. The second Zelda game I would like to also see happen would probably be the Zelda 2 remake. So I'm fully aware that Zelda 2 is probably considered the worst or the second worst game in the Legend of Zelda franchise. But I would like to see it remade, just because I feel like it gets too much hate. I would like to see it still keep the kind of RPG element and stuff, where you have to collect life and magic, but mainly I would like to just see it remade with the graphics, the difficulty toned down a little bit. Maybe they have a regular mode and like kind of like a hero or master quest mode, something along those lines. And then I would like to probably see the graphics updated heavily, like mainly keep like a 32-bit graphic. I don't want like 3D. I would kind of like to keep kind of the cartoonish feel to it. And again, just kind of make it easier on everybody, make the dungeons a little bit easier. I don't mind going down kind of those elevators to get to other dungeons. Make the NPC characters make sense when they're talking and stuff, obviously, and just obviously update it a whole lot, make it look phenomenal and amazing. I would love to see that, and we can bring Zelda 2 to light, and new generations can obviously love playing Zelda, and other old generations too, who have played Zelda 2 before, because that way it's more enjoyable for everybody, and it would really help with the reputation of the Zelda franchise of redeeming itself through making games that look outdated, or making games that weren't on par at the time, but now because of updated graphics and other things added to the game, it makes it better. Like Wind Waker for sure had the Swift Sail, making the game faster to sail to. In Ocarina of Time 3D, they added, obviously the updated graphics make it look phenomenal, and also the water iron boots becoming an item is phenomenal for a water temple and makes it much easier and enjoyable for all generations who have played Zelda. And the third and final Zelda game I hope they plan on making would definitely be Link as much older, like definitely like an adult. I think in Ocarina of Time, not Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, he is almost an adult, like 18 or 19 or something along those lines. He's, I think, the oldest Link in the game. I know obviously in Breath of the Wild, Link, it's completely different and stuff, because he definitely is part of the, I'm trying to think, he's put in a coma for a long time. But yeah, I would definitely like to see him be better for sure. So yeah, I would like to see him older and stuff. I don't want to see him like too young or just anything like that. I would like to see him like, become an adult. The perfect timeline I think it would fit would definitely be between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. I think that is like the perfect area where he possibly goes back to Hyrule and definitely becomes part of the I believe he becomes part of the Warriors. That's the theory. I know that has spread to a few people. So I would definitely like to see that happen. And yeah, I think that would be cool, like him becoming a Hyrulean hero, becoming a warrior, you train through it. Maybe he goes on a side quest and nobody knows about. I would definitely love to see that happen. At the end of when he becomes the hero, I'd like to see him, I think it's rumored, or again, it's a theory that he goes to the Lost Woods and ends up becoming a Stalfos. And seeing that ending scene would be very, obviously kind of depressing, but very cool and really amazing. Just again, a different kind of Link. He'd probably be a little more powerful, a little stronger. He trains to become a Hyrule warrior. So I'd love to see that, So those are my opinions on the Zelda franchise, where they could take make a few different new games. I would love to see something interesting. I definitely want to still keep the formula of the dungeons, of Link and Zelda and Ganondorf mainly in the game, the Triforce being involved. Those things that have worked well for, I'd say, all Legend of Zelda games, and definitely I would keep it up. So yeah, I think that's about it for pretty much the Zelda franchise. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please check out my Twitch channel. I plan to do Twitch streams not often as much, but I plan to do it like 3 days a week, hopefully longer. I do plan on hopefully adding a Zelda game to play. It would probably be like Minish Cap or Ocarina of Time. Those are the most confidence I have in those games. They're the easiest for me. I could probably do Link's Awakening DX. I'll probably get stuck a few times again. Yeah, mainly those games. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah.